A lot of people around, very nice. Very nice. Good! Friends. Oh! Yeah. You're a superstar.
Yeah. We'll see you soon.
Happy days.
Yep. Hold your breath. Hello. So we're in day 2 here at Detectival, and we're heading out to some new fields. Been walking for a long time, have not made it very far. Chit-chatting with everyone. It's been a lot of fun, but we're getting close to the new fields. Dr. Jones. Don't forget to check him out too, he's a good guy.
Treasure hunter.
I really like the 5x8.
Yeah.
Can I drop those?
Oh, bye.
Thank you. I'm such an idiot.
Straight over there, look. Green.
I feel back here all the people are. That's where we're going. I just heard it. We got the hot tip of the day. Oh, we're going.
Oh, it's Aquachigger, man.
This is the place.
There's another field that they're going on the other side of that.
Yeah, that's where we need to go. At least start there. You do, because you get that fancy new machine. What's that fancy new machine you have there?
Equinox!
The Equinox?
Yeah.
That's like equal, isn't it?
I don't know why.
Yeah, you want the other one. You don't want the Equinox.
I'm looking forward
Fail.
to it, though.
I want you guys to check out the ground here and just how rocky it is. I mean, this is almost like digging like in a graveled road. It's hard to, it's hard to dig through these rocks, and I really don't know how they can even get anything to grow here. If you look close, you can see some dirt in there, but man, look at all those rocks. Some more fields off that direction. I haven't been over there yet. I'm going there next. I may be wrong, but I would think that areas that are this rocky would probably have been wooded up until recently, because I mean, I don't think you could plow this like with a wood plow or anything like that, like they used to use in the old days. So doesn't mean there's not any coins here though. When I first got here, I went right to where they said they were finding some coins, and I did find a little bit of melted lead there, but there's so many people in that little spot, I decided just to strike out on my own. Maybe I can find the big pot of gold coins that they buried out in the woods somewhere, which maybe that's where we're standing. All the way through there, all the way down through here, there's people down at that very bottom digging, so there's something going on. Let's go check it out, see what we can find. Over here in England, they don't have groundhogs, but they have badgers. That's a badger hole right there. Look at all that dirt he kicked out. Unfortunately, I'm not the first one here. You can see there's tracks all over it. That's what that is. There's a big old badger down in there, probably with some babies. Hope we don't see any snakes come out of there. You can see where he's been walking around right in here too. He's got it all mushed down. That's probably where the badger was hanging out. So I walked up through the bottom there. Got some iron signals, but not really anything good. So I'm going to keep moving. Find something more interesting, I hope. I haven't really found a whole lot, just some melted lead, that's it, and a badger hole. Snake! So we made it through pretty much all of the new fields on this side of the road. Bunch of geese over here. And I really found almost nothing today. It was terrible. A couple musket balls and a few odds and ends. I saw one hammered coin, half a hammer, but not a lot, and I did a lot of walking. Talked to a few people. Unfortunately, there's a lot of people here I can't talk to because they don't speak English, but we are in field 18. We're getting ready to go back toward the camp. I thought I'd show you a trash bucket. Want to look through the trash bucket, see what's in here? Let's see, we have beer, I guess. I don't know what that is. There's also like really awesome horseshoes. Look, they're throwing away all the musket balls. Oh, the musket balls, look at that! I can't really take them home because they have to go through the treasure. That's a huge one right there. They have to go through the treasure process, and it takes months, and then they have to ship them to me. I have to get somebody to ship them, which is a shame. Of course, they don't keep flat buttons too much over here, like these little guys here. That's Georgian era, and that's junk to them, to most of the guys, and his underwear button. So people are finding stuff in here, no doubt. If they threw away any gold coins, they could have thrown away Roman coins. That's part of a pocket knife right there, or maybe not. Lots of chunks of lead. I don't know what that went to. Let's see what else. Some people don't know what they were throwing away, so you never know. That's a bullet of some sort, I guess. Lots of bullets. Treasure?
Oh, yeah, well, it's about the only treasure I found. Is it I want a nail or two. Scrape this.
Oh, okay. So, not a whole lot. That's probably 303, probably. Yeah, that would be a good day back home, huh?
There's probably enough money in musket balls.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. It's too bad I can't really take them home very easily.
No, not really.
You know, and they're...
The airplane doesn't
well,
allow you much.
yeah, I'd have to put them through, like, the treasure process and whatnot.
Oh, really?
Yeah, anything over 50 years old I can't take out of the country. Nope. They have to look at it and then approve it, then have to get somebody to ship it to me. And so just to wrap up this part of the hunt, there's a ton of musket balls. Some more guys came by and they're throwing them in there by the handful. Yeah, I asked them why they don't at least recycle those things. They might, because these buckets are everywhere around here. And I would think at least the hunt organizer or whoever's taking care of this would separate all. I'm sure they do, because there's going to be a lot of money in those buckets by the end of these hunts, with the iron and the lead and all the other stuff. So, all right, we're going to go back toward the camp, maybe find something else. There's an old house there. Probably a lot of this stuff came out from this area right here. All right, so we're going to head back across the road and try to find something else over there. I'm tired of looking around over here. I haven't really seen anything too old, so let's go. I was just talking to that guy there, and he's from Wales, and we were just chit-chatting about different things. One of his friends came up to him, and he said, I was talking to him, and he called him Mucka. And that just shocked me, because when I was a wee little kid, probably 5 years old, I had a friend, my childhood friend, that I called her Mucka, and no one knew why I called her Mucka. And even today, I don't know why, they don't know why, and I'm wondering if maybe in her family one of them was Welsh, and they used the term Mucka, and it stuck in my head. I just think that's really cool, because that's been a mystery for me for 50 years. Where'd I come up with Mucka? Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm getting back toward the camp. I really haven't found a whole lot, just a couple little musket balls. But I want to show you something that's in this trash bin right here. Obviously a lot of junk, but look at this horseshoe. Isn't that awesome? Look how wide it is. This is a very, very old one. They say the wider they are, the older they are. And that is not like something I have ever found in the States. So I don't know when they first started making these. I know the Romans had horseshoes. They were different than this, though. I think they actually covered the whole hoof, but who knows? That could be 400, 500 years old. It's awesome. And a bunch of junk. Little buckles and... Oh, that's not even... Yeah, that's iron. Little doodads. I'm sure there's a few good things in there, but I'm not going to go through it. What's that? Maybe I will. Just junk. I think it's probably like 2 or 3 o'clock. I'm not sure. I haven't been back to the camp or had lunch or anything. Let's wander off this way again. I heard that there was some hammer coins found in this field. This is where I ended up yesterday, right up in here. So let's keep going that way and see what we can find.
Okay,
Let's
nice.
talk.
Very nice. Yeah. So
I can tell my
You quit laughing over there.
So maybe the digger's coming up.
So mine is also fired up, so we have all...
Oh, three-way.
It's all around.
International now.
I go around and we see everything. Yes. Vincent, no problem. You can
Yeah, you can come in here. So.
See,
Oh, he got the better light.
We have
Behind
a
him.
problem with handy tellers if I show them.
This is pretty much what I'm doing all day because I'm not really finding a lot. So.
Yeah, it's the same on my side.
Yeah. Same with them as well. Look.
Perfect.
But look at this view
So,
here.
this is the first 360-degree YouTube Aquachigger video.
You can't
It
imagine.
is. And now everybody makes the same.
You can't imagine. You can't imagine what I
Yeah.
do every day.
From the air, from the parachute, and the drone. Yes.
You can't imagine what I make every day with this guy, or
Drone, yes.
Yeah, I know, he's crazy.
Yeah. My
That's what
battery
makes
is
it go
weak,
around.
I need it
so
for a
don't
few-
come to Germany or Austria. You meet guys like him.
Yeah. So
be on the
Yeah.
careful side.
Yeah, it's crazy. Thank you, bro.
So I just finished talking with the guys from Zondelschustig. That's a YouTube channel, really good guys. They're from Germany and I think Austria. And he was actually giving me some tips on how to use AT Max, which is actually pretty much working, but I'll share that with you a little bit later if it keeps working, but I think it is. But anyway, so I just left them just a couple minutes ago. I didn't walk 50 yards and I found 2 targets already. Not Roman, but it's still pretty cool. Just dug this big Georgian copper. Now this would be like, I have no idea exactly which one it is, but you know, big copper penny. And this little flat button came out of the hole behind me. So in the space of probably 2 minutes, I've actually found, that's the best find of the trip so far, which is a little bit sad, but it's the best find. And a little button here, so we're going to hang out here for a little bit. All right, let me show you this guy's card, because you should go check out his channel. I haven't seen it yet, but he's a really cool guy. This is his YouTube channel, Zondelschustig. I'll put a link in the video description. I think that's the name of it. Starts with an S, but I think it says Zon. So, anyway, we just dug that button, that coin behind me, and I have another signal here that I think might be good. And it's got a piece of iron close by, so I want you to hear the different sounds this machine makes. And again, I'm using the AT Max. I have it set on a custom program, which is really just the 0. Well, let me just say this. I have it set on discrimination at 9. I'll hear everything else. I always like to max out the sensitivity if possible. And I actually have juice in it this time, because I just changed the batteries not too long ago. Anyway, so let's go ahead and take a listen to these 2 signals. I think the one is probably not iron, but I'm not 100%. There's not very many good signals in these fields. This one is iron over here, I believe. I'll try to put the camera close to the headphone. Yeah, see, that's a nice... I almost got a good squeak on it, but it's got that low grunt. I'm like 95% sure that's going to be iron, but there's something over here. And here, see that low grunt? That's iron. Right in here, there's something. Yeah, hear that? This one's going to be deep though, so I'm not 100%. But what he was telling me was that if you get a signal that's got a little bit of a grunt like this one does, that if you pump it like that, if it's a big piece of flat iron, you'll hear it grunt. Now that's not grunting because I think it's too deep and probably not that big, but that might be something good right here. So let me go get my shovel, which I threw way back here for some reason. All right, I'm going to go ahead and have to dig this hole because it's going to be deep. I can tell because it sounds a little bit weak, so it's probably a good, at least 10 inches, probably more. So let me get it up, or maybe out of the hole, and we'll look at it in just a minute. I think we're getting close to it. I really don't know if it's going to be a good target or not, though, because I haven't checked it since I dug the hole. But I just did the pinpointer. It sounds like it's right in here. I'm just going to scratch with my finger a little bit, just in case it's a hammered gold coin. And if we don't get it soon, I'll have to dig with a shovel. It could be, there's so many rocks in here. Yeah, I'm going to have to go ahead and get this shovel out, and I'll dig it out, and then we'll look at it. So it was in the bottom of the hole there, and it's a piece of iron. I laid on the ground and see what it sounds like with that grunt noise. And he was telling me about, see if that works. See, once it's out of the ground, though, I mean, we'd know because you can tell. See, that's, I would never dig that if I wasn't looking for iron, so it's not going to be a good test. I think that's all it was. Yeah, that was it. That big old flat piece of iron. Oh well.
This is the third and final day of Detectival. We're kind of late rolling in here. It's probably about 11 or so. Heard they just found a Roman brooch out in this field. This is the field we started on day one, so they're still finding stuff. Hopefully we'll find something today. I have a good feeling. I heard that last night the French got really drunk and there's big brawls and fights in camp. Everything seems to be calmed down now. Well, I won't go into any detail. Let's get digging. We don't have too much more time. I say that a lot, don't I? You can see the camp is starting to clear out already. This is the first field we came into, and they're saying the brooch was found down in that end somewhere, so that's where we're going to go first. Let's go ahead and get to it. I've been walking for about 20 minutes and just hearing iron and seeing lots of dig holes, but I have a good signal. I dug it out of the hole. It's in a clod of dirt in front of me, but I don't know what it is. It doesn't sound like it's real good. I mean, it's not a nail or anything, but I don't think it's silver either. Let's take a look and a listen to one of these clods right here. Maybe that one? Nope. This one? Yeah. This one. So we know that is non-ferrous, but we don't know what it is. Let's break it open again. Do you see it? I'm looking for like a hint of green, if it's copper, or white if it's lead, or silver if it's silver. Yeah, it's got to be pretty small if we're not seeing it yet. I have found a lot of 22 bullets out here. Yeah, see, look. That might be a rock. Actually, I heard a beep when I dropped that thing, yeah. Ooh, looky. You know what that is? I believe that's a magic mushroom. Although, don't quote me on that. And I dropped it again. Alright. I think it's right in here. Probably might be this thing right here. So, see, it's white. Might be a little piece of lead. Nope. Alright. Magic mushroom and all. I'll get lucky with the magic mushroom. I dropped it. Alright, hold on. This might be our only signal of the day, so I'm trying to make it last, you know what I mean? Alright, in here? Nope. Nope, kind of small. Probably a little 22 bullet. It's in here somewhere. We'll put the clod here. No, it might have been. No, it's in here. That's why it could be a hot rock. What about the hot rocks out here? Yeah, it's this thing right here. What do you think it is? It's probably a hot rock. Is it? Well, I thought it might be a nail, but I think it's actually some lead. A little piece of lead. So, yeah. It's actually kind of light for lead, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Piece of junk. At least we found a magic mushroom, which has been destroyed. So, we don't have to worry about going to the lockup. If it was in my pocket, I could go to the lockup, but as long as I leave it here, I'm fine. It's ridiculous, isn't it? So we're at the area now where they supposedly found a Roman brooch just a short time ago. And, well, it's littered with holes, but there's a lot of iron here. So we might do some good. Supposedly, it was right down in this bottom somewhere that they found it. Whenever you see a group of guys like that standing around and they all run off to their metal detectors like they're doing, you know they're finding something. So this is the area we're going to work, that hillside. I might stay over here for a little bit, because there really aren't many holes on this side, but I'm hearing a lot of iron as I'm coming up through here. So we'll hit this side, give it about 15 minutes, then we'll go over there. Give it a shot. So we're smack dab in the spot where they said they just found a brooch. I haven't talked to anyone out here yet though. And I found a couple nails, but nothing good. But I have my first non-ferrous signal for sure. Partially dug up in a clod, haven't looked at it yet. I'll look at it together. Hopefully it's a small Roman coin. Might be a copper. I'll get out of the wind for you so you can hear. Okay, you ready? Yeah, it's non-ferrous for sure, but it's small. Could be a little copper. Small coin. It's in here. Getting smaller. In here. Let's check that out. Too small for a coin. Probably a 22 bullet. What you think? I don't see it though, do you? Oops, let's check this. Yep, still in there. Let's check this. Still in there.
Probably this thing right here. I think it's a little tiny piece of lead. Yep, that's what it is. Well, they missed it. It could have been a coin. One of the small bronze, Roman bronze, but it's just a little piece of lead. All right, let's get back at it. People are thinning out. It's getting toward the end of the hunt. You can see there's holes all over the place. But I wanted to show you a good example of what you should never do, and I'm going to explain to you why you should never do it. And it just, I don't know how people can be so stupid. But anyway, let me show you. This is a dig hole from this weekend. And you can see where someone dug up some type of iron strap, and they left it right on top of the ground. Now, do you know what the problem with that is? The problem is when the farmer comes out here to harvest crops, this is laying on top or maybe on a rock or something like this, and any machinery he's using, this could get caught up in it and break it, whether it be a hay bind, something that would, bind up the hay, or something that will cut the hay, or cedars or anything. This could just slide right up in there and break the work. So if you're ever out in the field and you're digging big pieces of iron like this and you're too lazy or don't want to take them to the trash can, which is right down the hill there, rebury it. Chuck it in the hedge if you have to, hedge fodder, but at least rebury it if you don't do that. Don't leave it on top. It looks bad for all detectorists. Farmer comes out here and sees that, and he's going to be mad. Because he knows that this could go up in a piece of machinery or a tire. That can be expensive. They don't like unnecessary expenses. We don't want to make them unnecessary expenses. So haul it out, toss in the hedge, or rebury it. That's the ticket, trust me. That's where it belongs. Perfect bin fodder. So I think that's pretty much going to wrap it up for my hunting here. I'm going to go just a little bit longer, but I wanted to show you this, so I figured we'll just do the wrap up now. I'm not really finding hardly anything today. I only found a couple little pieces of melted lead. Overall, I mean, we found, a fair number of targets, but nothing really good. It's mostly just musket balls and buttons. Stuff from like the 1700s, which we could find at home. I was really hoping to get something a little older than that, but we didn't. Great experience though. It was fun meeting everybody from here in the UK, and lots of guys from France and Germany and Austria. So it was a really, really fun time. We're going to be off to another spot for about another 5 days. And I'm going to tell you all about that in upcoming videos, and hopefully we'll do a little bit better there. I want to show you something here real quick. This is a really pretty stone wall, and it comes down to here. Huh?
What's your luck?
Not much. How about you? Want to be on video?
Just musket balls.
Just musket balls, that's all?
That's all.
Oh, that's better than me this morning.
Yeah, there's a lot of digging.
Yeah. My luck's been a couple little tiny pieces of lead, and that's it. So.
Got to be in it to win it.
Gotta be in it to win it. Where'd you come up with that?
To win it.
I just had a long talk with a fellow detectorist, but I'm back at the wall, and I wanted to show you this thing real quick. You see how the wall comes down here straight like that, and it has this big bend in it. Goes in there and then back out again and off that direction straight. Now I was kind of wondering why this might be, and then I saw that big tree there, and it dawned on me there's probably a giant tree here at one time that they went around. I'm not 100% on that, but that's just kind of what I'm thinking. Really beautiful walls in this area, stone walls. Let's take a quick look at the stonework. Isn't that nice? I wonder how many of these things have stuff shoved in them, These are, I thought they were nettles, but they're not. I think it's mint. No, it's not mint either. Don't know what that is. I also wanted to show you this too, which is kind of interesting. And you see this in a lot of the really old places. See the level of the dirt here with the wall, but you go over to this side of the wall and look at it. It's all filled in. Look how much higher it is, 3 feet higher than this side. So this has all been filled in, either by plowing over the centuries or who knows. But treasure's gonna be pretty deep there. Look at a pigeon feather. Something must live close by that eats pigeons. The troublemakers. spoon? Oh, that's nice. You're tearing it up, aren't you?
Look at that.
Yeah, it's a little baby spoon.
Handle. Is the other half in
I
there?
guess this is where we should have been digging, right? The whole time. Yeah.
It's a hotel, Brandon.
Yeah, I guess they're having some sort of dinner tonight or
We've
something.
been going for dinner, aren't we?
Yeah. Oh, no.
I think it's gold. It must be gold. They don't want you to find that.
It's not my spade.
Oh,
It's the curse of the Viking.
it's the curse of the Viking horde.
It's Adam and Lisa's.
It's not anymore.
Sorry, Adam and Lisa.
Have you been working out?
Hey? I'm fat.
Hey?
Hang on.
Oh.
Oh, I forgot my Viagra.
Here, I'll go get mine.
There we go, yeah.
Call a spade me.
Yeah, a spade is a spade.
Hey? Go back, you go to Texas. Yeah, you're right, actually. What's the fastest fish in the river?
I don't know. What's
You
the...
should do, you're in the river. What's happening?
No.
No?
What is it?
Motorbike and sidecar.
Oh, yes.
What?
Motorbike and sidecar.
What is that? What did you say?
Oh,
Do
God.
you speak English?
Motorbike and sidecar.
But I had so much fun.
I think he's... Is that French? I have no idea what he's saying.
Sidecar.
Motorbike
Motorbike and sidecar.
Why fish? Did you say fastest fish in the river?
Yeah.
What did that have to do with motorbike?
It's a joke. Motorbike and sidecar.
Oh!
Oh, God, you.
I'm sorry, guys.
I got my...
Come
I'm a
on.
little slow.
Two parrots sat on a perch. One says to the other, "Can you smell fish?" Sat on a perch. I'm just on the punchline.
I didn't get it either, so...
Two parrots sat on a perch.
A perch is a fish.
Perch
is a type.
Gee whiz.